I am here.
Ah! I'm amused by the fact that the text-to-speech doesn't know the word am. But that's okay. We all need to learn some things. It's 70 degrees outside. Nice. Like, imagine people who don't have fans. That must suck. It's gotta be like really hot. Air doesn't move around. Oof. So, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last Dark Souls 2 stream because we're relatively close to the end of the game. We're in like...
Well, air usually moves around here, so that's why we don't have fans.
You know what? That's fair. I can't speak for everywhere, but most of the time I have my door closed and my window closed, and I just live in a hot box. So... Oh, I didn't notice. I passed 500 views on my channel. Hooray. I don't know when that happened. It must have been last stream. Blue, are you ready
Congrats.
for the end of Dark Souls 2? I'm doing a bunch of hand gestures that you can't see because I don't have a camera. But just imagine them, and you'll be fine.
Laugh. I am.
I don't know about Didney, but I'm going to give it 5 minutes. And if it gets to 7:10, Didney's not here, I'm going to start, and then we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't beat the game before they get here. Also, I've mentioned it a bunch, but Anime Expo started or starts tomorrow, and Lab Zero has a panel where hopefully they announce the release date for Indivisible. I have a feeling they will, because the release date got leaked on Amazon, but I don't want to believe that there's any truth to that. Otherwise, September is going to be a real busy stream month. How are you enjoying Shadowbringers, Child Smackers, Pup Borkers?
Laugh. Well, we're not smacking childs.
Ah, dang.
But a lot. It's
Yeah.
super fun.
I've seen. It sure is a flashy game, I'll give it that. It's much more exciting to watch than PUNCHQUEST. Because you're not just kind of 1-2, 1-2 punching things. Yeah, I think before it came out, my friend was showing me a bunch of footage for Dark Knight. It was something in, like, one of the expansions. Just something that had, like, a great sword, and just a great sword, and no shield, but it was a tank. Is that Dark Knight? But yeah, I imagine he was trying to get me back in because he was still playing and I was not.
No.
Oh.
Depends, was it a gun as well?
No. I don't believe so. FF14 Dark Knight? Put Dark Nift, but that's fine. Yeah, it looks like the Heaven's Word Dark Knight just has a great sword and no shield. Oh, that's a really cool statue.
Oh yeah. Then yeah, it is Dark Knight.
Weird. That kind of seems like the opposite of what you'd want as a tank, but... I mean, if I was going to play tank, it would be that.
Their shield is darkness.
That is radical, and also edgy. And also thematically appropriate in Shadowbringers, I believe. Okay, let's. Is my volume just like... No. God, this is a cool outfit I've made for myself.
Yeah, they're super edgy.
Like, look at how cool this looks. I'm so glad I decided to branch off from the normal outfit. Speaking of edgy.
So the joke is dyeing your Dark Knight as pink.
That sounds fun. In Monster Hunter, there is a special color palette you can get where your gear constantly changes color from like every color. So it's the rainbow color palette. It's very good. And I kind of like, I just imagine a Dark Knight with that going on. Jesus, this place is loud. Man, look at all this science they were doing. Oh yeah, I forgot that transmog is a thing in that game. That's also a thing I wish was in Monster Hunter, but is not. So this door can only be opened by an ogre punching it. I'm not gonna bother with that. Because the item is just like a big hammer. So it's not something we're gonna bother with. Also, I'm hoping to keep the death count under 20 for the rest of the playthrough. So I essentially have 3 lives. As a personal goal, at least. Excuse me? Where did you come from? Okay. Whoops, that was a big one. I don't remember how to open this door. Alright, Blue, are you ready for a surprise? There's another one. Ouch. Man, you stay staggered for a really long time. Okay. So, this is the boss. But I don't want to start it without Didney. Oh wow, this area is actually really pretty. I forgot about this. I don't want to start it without Didney, so let's go tie up some loose ends. Starting with this pit. That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. So death count is 18.
One eight.
Maybe I should fight them out here. Wow, not a single one of those items were what we were looking for. That's okay, I guess. That guy's having fun. Not here. Okay. Loose end number 1. What was the last? Stone ring, of course. Okay, loose end number 1. Well, 2, technically. We gotta talk to this guy, because we finished both of his side quests. Where's his ring? There it is.
You've defeated my better half. This is my thanks. Take it. What skill. You've defeated my master. But our master never dies, and he changes form so that he may seethe for all eternity. Brave human, you have yet to face your greatest perils. Take these. May joy await you at the end of your travels.
I mean, it's Dark Souls, so I assume it won't, but...
I have no cup, but still.
Okay. So we now have a very appropriate gesture for the character. Fantastic. Okay, next.
Dot out.
Time for a secret boss fight. Well, it's not really a secret or a boss fight, but... So, we already got Vengirl's helmet. There was his blood-crazed body, about, 60 feet away from his head. So let's tell him the good news.
Back again? Well, this is a pleasant surprise. Ah, it was you who vanquished my body. It is my body, you see, and I can sense what happens to it. I do not mourn for it. Good riddance. If you wish for help, summon me. I'm rusty in battle, but will fight by your side. I cannot lie.
This is old dialogue, so we don't have to worry about it. He now sells 3 unique pieces of equipment: the Red Rust Sword, Scimitar, and Shield.
Farewell.
And one day I'd like to dual wield them, but unfortunately, I kind of can't. Wait, I'm lost. No, I'm not. Okay, another thing I wanted to do Was that it? No, there's gotta be something else. I'm just forgetting. Maybe that was it. I guess that was it. Oh well. I mean, if I can't remember, it wasn't important. That's really loud. Oh yeah, we could go turn these in. Nah. Don't really need to. So, now that I've opened all the doors and broken the wall, I don't have to worry about doing it again and can just run past the trolls. Making this boss run significantly easier. It's not even really a boss run. Alright, Blue. You ready? Let's warm up first. Alright, here we go. Is dragon. Remember this thing? He was hanging out at the Hades Tower of Flame. Except this time he has much more room to fight me. Ow. I'm just gonna punch him in the ankles. And it should be mentioned that this is a proper dragon. It's not like a drake, it's not a wyvern, it's not a worm. That hurt a lot. Too bad he put himself as far away from me as possible so that his attack couldn't possibly hit me. Like, this is basically just kind of a Rathalos, except nowhere near as cool. Alright. I punched it to death. This is a really pretty area. Secret. It's not a secret. This armor actually goes really well together. In the end, I think grinding out this helmet was worth it. So if one dragon wasn't enough, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You get the picture. There's a lot of dragons here.
Bearer of the curse.
Your voice is different.
Long have I awaited one such as you. One who might shatter the shackles of fate. One who can set me free. Bearer of the curse. It was my own manifestation that led you here. The ancient dragon has watched over the world for eons past. Take this. Do not resist. The dragon welcomes you.
So this is the dragon's house. These are where all the dragons actually live. Let's hit this. So this is technically like an entire area for you to explore, but for some reason in Scholar of the First Sin they decided to just drop this ladder. So you can just kind of skip it. All that's really here is like 4 or 5 of those exact same dragon bosses that we just fought, and a bunch of items. But we don't really need them, because, you know, up until this point, we've just been punching things. Oh, right, I forgot. So he's here again. He's just really small this time.
How you grapple without falter with this dreadfully twisted world. Peace grants men the illusion of love. Shackled by falsehoods, they yearn for love, unaware of this grand illusion. Until the curse touches the flesh. We are bound by this yoke. And as true as the dark that charms within men. All men trust fully the illusion of life. But is this so long? A construction of facade, and yet a world full of wounds and scandals. Young Harlow, are you intent on shattering the yoke? Spoiling this wonderful fortune? I am older. I sought to shed the yoke of fate, but failed. Now, I am the witness. Seek the truth. Seek light, dark, and what lies beyond.
So, it's stated that Aldia in the lore really wanted to be a dragon. So he did a ton of experiments. Clearly, eventually he got to himself, and he kind of fucked it up. He's not really a dragon, but he tried. And yeah, you saw we went through Aldia's keep, where he kept all of his experiments. There was a giant basilisk in a cage that we killed last stream. That was one of his failures. So it could be inferred that he kind of created the entire race of basilisks, but it's not like, it's not stated. Let's eat all these souls. That'll give us basically nothing.
Bearer of Antilla.
So yeah, as you can see, the Dragon area has already been finished and we're onto the Dragon Shrine. It's a completely new area with like a separate bonfire location. And it's not just like a second one in this. It's weird. Like, I get why they did it. It just seems weird to me. But either way. No, it wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair to somebody. We now have the difficult task of getting through the entire Dragon Shrine. Which is actually guarded by a bunch of dudes. Now, the normal knights are cool with me, as long as I don't stray off the path they set and go looking for items. Like over there. So we won't. Because they're all really tough. And, like I said, we kind of have all the items we need for the rest of the playthrough. I'm gonna die. Shit. I hate those guys. They're just the big stone Haid Knights, but tougher.
Oh no.
Like, they deal so much more damage. Okay. There is one other thing I forgot about. So we have a Keyblade. Let's, really quick, go use it. I'm absolutely stalling for time. But don't worry about that. So that's the use for that. But the second part of it is once you do that, you can come back here and talk to that first lady we met.
You rescued a Milfanito, who was taken from us. Take this. We, Milfanito, thank you.
So it's kind of fucked up that the king or the queen had a Milfanito just kind of imprisoned at the top of the tower.
You quelled that cursed singing.
Seemingly forever.
They may be of no use outside, but please, take these. When we sing, this.
Those are not the items that you used to get, but that's fine. Okay. Now that I remembered that I had to do that, let's continue in the Dragon Shrine. Hopefully not die this time. And this guy actually really wants to fight. Alright, round two. Okay, we got lucky that time. Well, we didn't get lucky. It's literally skill, but whatever. Okay, great sword guy. Takes a lot of damage. If I remember right, yeah, there's one guy waiting for me here that I have to fight. Imagine trying to fight all, like, 9 of these dudes at once.
Sounds like fun.
It's really not. Look how tough this one guy is. And all these other dudes are like the guards that would jump me if I went off course.
It's totally fun.
I've actually done it before. It's super not fun. I think I did it on like a dual mace character. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. I did it on like a dual mace character that had more range than this. He tried to backstab me. I beat all your brothers. Are these guys not cool with me? I beat your friend. Oh yeah, they're cool with me. Okay, so do you remember when I said that that one dragon was a real dragon? I lied. This is a real dragon.
That's a cool dragon. Sorry, I'm trying to level up to 7-7, so grinding dungeon time.
I gotcha. I hope it's going well. So, the dragon will no longer talk to us, but look at how huge this dragon is. It sure would be a pain in the ass to have to fight him, huh? It's a good thing we don't have to do that. That was a fake laugh. So, that is an optional boss.
I managed to pick up the whole party when revived.
Oh, nice.
You're totally gonna fight him.
No. No, I am not. That is a terrible boss fight. It's just not good. There's no reason to do it.
Good, cause I like dragons.
It's just, like, way too hard. He has a lot of moves that one-shot you. So, I hear you asking, Ven, why are we back here? That's a fair question. We're back here because the plot demands it. This door might look familiar. Guess what time it is, Blue? Time travel time. We're back in the past.
Time travel?
Well, because we have to get a soul from something that no longer exists. That guy.
You don't simply messes with time travel.
Ouch. Double ouch. Okay, let's not take random damage from nothing. So this is
And don't die laugh.
very possibly the last giant's, like, dad. Ouch. Or it could just be completely unrelated, who knows? Ouch. God, isn't punching giant things in the ankle such a good boss mechanic? Oh. Okay, well, I accidentally got rid of the item a little too fast, but we picked up the Giant Lord's Soul and the Giant Kinship. Meaning we can pick up giant souls. It's a little different than, you know, boss souls. So the soul of a giant. Soul of a giant who came to conquer Drangleic. Will the giant's resentment for the king be pacified in death or only emboldened? Can be used to acquire souls only. So the giant souls are actually story items. You kind of need them if you want to fight Fendrick. The more giant souls you have in your inventory, the more the less damage reduction Vendrick has. Which is very important, because if you just fight him normally without any giant souls, you do 1/16 of your damage. And if you have 8, you do full damage. But yeah, all of these giant trees are the targets of our time travel. I don't remember which ones we have to do. I think we only need the giant's kinship. But honestly, I don't remember.
What are you doing here? You are not one of our soldiers. And I don't take you for a mercenary. Whoever you are, this is no battle to involve yourself in. Whether you are guided by bravery or brashness, this is no place for you.
I mean, I just punched your enemy to death.
I am Drummond, and the Lord has placed this fort in my hands. Whoever you are, I forgive your trespass, but leave this place immediately. Just mention my name, and no man will challenge your exit. And even if you don't, by now, my men have not the will to resist. Soon, the giants will descend upon this fort. It is revenge for the kingdom's misguided barbarism. The venerable lord built this kingdom to bring prosperity to his subjects. What has transformed him so, I cannot imagine. Long ago, the king crossed the seas, pillaged the land of giants, and brought back a prize. It was then that the golems materialized. The giants are no ordinary barbarians. A singular rage burns within their hearts. My father and his father both fought the giants on this very land. The giants have wills of steel. They cannot find it within themselves to forgive the misdeeds of our Lord. Did you see him? That towering monster among them. That is most certainly their king.
Yeah, I punched him in the ankle until he died.
Even if I should die trying. My blade may break, my arrows fall wide, but my will shall never be broken. Those who live by the sword will die by it, and I, Drummond, won't go down without drawing mine. Take these. I think you may just need them. Don't ask me why. I just do. Be gone with you. Be gone.
So, if we cared about getting the All Jesters trophy, that would have been an important conversation to have, but we don't, so it wasn't. Alright, Blue, I hope you'll forgive me for what I'm about to do. See you later, bitch. Ow. Fucking bye. If I don't need to fight you, I'm not gonna.
Ripperoni.
Dum-dum. So yeah, that whole courtyard is basically just asking for death. I'll take this and just leave. No reason to fight that guy. He doesn't drop anything. His souls aren't that good. I got what I needed. I'm just gonna zip zoobity bye. Okay, there's one more important memory for us to look at. And then I do believe we can proceed to the final boss. That was rude. I'm gonna come up there and punch you even though I don't need to. Oh, there's one other thing worth showing off, but I'm not gonna do it. Well, I don't know, I might. Also, you may recognize what we just ran through as the area we fought the giant lord in. Whoops. Well, alright.
Totally.
So, once again, there are a bunch of items in this area. We need literally none of them. all we need to do is make a break for the giant corpse and pick up its soul and peace out. Yoink. Bye. You can fight all those guys if you want to. There's no reason to. Yep. So there's the rest of the Dranglak set. I neglected to pick it up this entire playthrough, but there it is. Okay, Blue. Since you've persuaded me... Wow, holy shit, I have 100,000 souls on me. Since you've persuaded me, I will show you the extra thing after I level up. How's the grind going?
Laugh.
If I remember right, there's a bonus experience thing for doing a dungeon the first time, but you get diminishing reward returns after that. If I remember right. Okay, it's back to... where is it? Here. Back to Spider House for us. Alright, we're just gonna do some zoomies. Remember that one time we tried this run and got killed? Let's not do that again. So remember when I said there was a dragon here? Well, he seems to have spit something up. It's a time travel rock.
Yes.
I guess.
Close.
Dragon memories. So, I know I haven't played Dark Souls 1 on the channel, but this is very, very important imagery. This is the area that the Dark Souls 1 intro takes place. Just a bunch of like gray nothing landscape with big dead trees and giant stone dragons that we can take the soul of. Like, this area is actually surprisingly important, and it's just here to get this soul. And no other reason. It's kind of wild. Okay. So. Let's just pop both of these, since they're worthless to us. That had 75k in it.
Bearer.
Oh. We're one level short. You know what? I know what we can do. So, Blue, I guess you're going to see this feature. Sorry, which one of you is it?
Still determined, do you wish to start all over again?
Yep. Let's start completely over. No, all this lets us do is you give her a soul vessel and you can reallocate your stats. Which means I can put one more point into this that I didn't have before.
What?
Because I wasted the point going into vitality that I didn't end up needing. So we're gonna completely reallocate our stats and use the rarest item in the game to fix 1 point.
Now, on a jet.
Ugh, we're above 70%. Shit. Alright, well, whatever. There. Under 70% by 0.1. Like, I'll be honest, I'm kind of just waiting for Disney at this point, because there's nothing really left to do except for fight the final boss. Like, alright, let's go trade in our materials. See what we get. Let's play the lottery.
You! Give us food! Yes, you! Give us Silky! Yeah! Silky smooth!
Twinkling Titanite.
Yes, you!
Shut up. Old Mundane Stone. Divine Blessing. Faint Stone. Raw Stone. Cracked Red Eye Orb. Bleed Stone. Titanite Slab. White Ring. So the white ring turns us into a phantom. It's okay. It's not really useful. Let's go with this. Okay, this setup should be fine. So the ring I forgot we had gives me more HP, stamina, and equip load. And I put it on in favor of weapon durability. because we're gonna fight one. Like the last thing we're gonna do is fight the final boss, and then, like, that's it.
My journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with a nun. I was born of dragons, contrived by men. By ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me. But they failed. I did not come out as intended. Fate would not be bested, and men were cursed once again. If you proceed, Nashandra will come after you, knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul. Put Nashandra to rest.
Alright, well, you heard the lady. The queen is the final boss.
Laugh.
I'm gonna do this fight with a crew. But, you know. Didn't. Just gonna scroll through Twitter really quick. Oh, I just remembered the gimmick. Fuck it, let's go. Alright, Blue. Final boss. That's not the queen. Wow, they're kind of getting wrecked in the door. Wait, since when can I not use a homeward bone in a boss fight? What's the point of it? Wow, these guys got annihilated in that door. Alright. That's one. Oh, we can't go back because I have a summon. So the queen's here. She doesn't look great.
Now, be one.
She's probably seen better days, honestly. So, in the original game, Nishandra the Queen was the final boss. But, I mean, look at how disappointing of a fight she is. Honestly, you know what? She's a little too disappointing. I'm just gonna leave. See you later. No. What we're actually here to do is buy some armor. Specifically of one of the bosses we just killed.
You need armor? Go ahead.
because somehow this man got in and out of that area after I killed those two bosses.
Thanks for the perch.
With her armor. How? Why? I don't know. But now we have this. This is also a look. This is a look and a half. We're gonna eat both of their souls, too.
There.
And, I mean, I guess put this up a bit. Why not? I just like how this looks. I think this is neat, but obviously we're not going to be wearing that. Just gonna put everything that we're not using away. Oh, except for this. So, I did what I did for two reasons. One is that if you start a boss fight with a helper, the boss fight scales to both players. So, if I had kept fighting Nishandra as she was, she'd be twice as hard. And I didn't feel like putting up with that. And also, once you kill one of the 4 final bosses, I spoiled something. Once you kill one of the final bosses, they stay dead. So, we killed 2 of them, so they're gone. So, anytime we walk into that room now, it'll be Nishandra. Also, it's worth pointing out that you can come into this room as soon as you get the King's Ring from Vendrick back in the tomb, but Nishandra won't spawn here until you get the Giant's Kinship. Here we go. Oh, also she gets a cutscene every time you walk in the room for some reason.
Grave undead. You have proven yourself to me.
Kind of similar themes going on in Dark Souls and Shadowbringers, huh, Blue? So, the developers thought it was a good idea for Nishandra to have this attack that put out a bunch of area of effect puddles that sap your health. Ow. Double ow. Shit, 20 deaths.
2-0.
That was a lot of damage in that beam. I remember it not being like that. I thought it started closer to her body and then, like, worked its way along the ground until it got to you. So, personal goal failed, but that's fine. I really wish this would just open without having to put the ring on, but whatever. And to be fair, this is the final boss, so a death isn't that big a deal. It's kind of expected. So, I have now doubled the amount of deaths that I had in Nier Automata. Yikes. I was hoping to float somewhere around, like, 15.
Sad.
But, what are you gonna do? Okay, let's try her again. Oh, she doesn't have cutscenes every time? So, all you have to do to get rid of these is just attack them once. There's her stupid death beam. Alright, so her dumb puddles are gone, and I'm back to full health. Shit, I forgot her attacks can curse you too. Oh, you are about to take so much damage. I want to point out this boss fight would be a lot cooler if she would two-hand her scythe. But I guess that would make her too much like Priscilla. Fuck. Oh, god damn it.
Two, 1.
Final boss. So yeah, oh, this just opens without me putting the thing on. Okay, never mind. Okay, so a better explanation of what curse puddles do. Obviously, they build up curse, which will drain your maximum HP until you use a human effigy. But also, they do a little damage over time whenever you're near them, and they tick very fast. So her constantly spawning those, on top of being able to curse you with her attacks, and also doing a ton of damage, is a pretty final boss thing to do, honestly. But I don't know. Alant didn't do that. Gwyn didn't do that. The Soul of Cinder didn't do that. Gehrman didn't do that. She just kind of feels cheap.
I am here.
Hey, Disney. Welcome to the final boss. It's the Queen.
Didn't. Oh, it's the final boss I didn't expect. What a twist.
What a twist. Okay, there's her AoE, which is apparently not that big.
Yeah, I bet you don't have 2 or 3 phases like them. Oh, hello there, nostalgia.
Ah. Is she just spawning more? No, that's her laser. Ow. Final boss punched. But actually, once again,
The final punch.
I lied. It's not quite... Wait, it is? Where's Aldia?
God damn you, Ven.
What? Where's Aldia? Hello? Where's Aldia?
Damn Ven breaking my trust here. Ven broke the game laughing.
Shit. Whatever. I forgot there's an extra thing to do if I want to fight Aldia, but fuck it, who cares? He's just a big dumb blob. So yeah, if you... The real final boss is someone called Aldia. And he's the one that appears whenever some of the bonfires explode. You have to... I just looked it up. You have to go kill Vendrick, which I wasn't going to do in this playthrough.
You who
And then after you beat
bear
Vendrick
the
and
curse.
then Nishandra, Aldiel will be like, hey, I'm
Once the
here.
fire is linked,
And he'll fight you.
souls will
But
flourish anew,
he's just kind of
and all
tacked
of this
on,
will play out again.
and it doesn't actually change the ending at all. And
It
he's
is
just
your
kind of
choice
lame.
To embrace or renounce this.
All of his attacks are fire-based, and he just shoots range at you or explodes or whatnot. But
Great sovereign,
whatever.
take your throne. What lies ahead, only you can see.
I wonder if he shows up if I go kill Vendrick now.
Well, I hope that was all worth it, Punch Quest.
Yeah, so all Aldia does is he sits there in his giant blob form shooting projectiles at you and teleporting around. And in between moves, you'll hit him. That's all we missed. It doesn't give you any more dialogue or change the ending. He just kind of shows up and fights you.
Oh, what fun.
But yeah, we finished the Punch Quest. A little later than I was anticipating. But at least it's done. Can I skip this? Nope. I didn't have enough water left.
But his song is phenomenal.
It's fine. I don't think the effort you have to go through to actually properly fight him, even if it's not a ton of extra effort, like, you have to get all of the giant souls. Well, not all of them. You have to get enough giant souls to beat Vendrick, and Vendrick himself is like the hardest fight in the game, other than the Ancient Dragon or anything in the DLC. Like, Vendrick's a harder fight, and he's boring, too. So...
And so does Punch Quest end.
And so, the Punch Quest does endeth.
Kind of a lackluster ending, honestly.
Well, yeah. But, if you'll remember, a lot of the Souls endings are like that. Demon Souls...
Seriously.
Demon Souls, you walk out of a cave... or step on a lady's face. Dark Souls, you walk out of a cave or set yourself on fire. This game, you walk out of a cave or sit on a throne.
At least Bloodburn was cool.
Dark Souls 3 actually has a bunch of cool endings where you become like a god or something. Or also you kill yourself again, or you leave, or you kill the Firekeeper, or you, like, take the fire and control it. And Bloodborne has, you wake up, it was all a dream, none of it mattered. You kill Gehrman, but the moon presence affects you, and now you're stuck in Gehrman's wheelchair being assisted by the doll. Or you kill the moon presence and you become the new moon presence. So, yeah, like half of the games have kind of boring endings, but they're there. There's no real fanfare for Dark Souls 2. Unless you want to do the DLC, which we don't. The DLC will add like 7 parts to the... Like, it'll double our playthrough length, and I don't want to do that. So things we skipped. We skipped Royal Rat Authority and Vanguard. We skipped Dark Lurker. We skipped all 3 DLCs. Vendrick and Aldia. And the Ancient Dragon. But all of those fights I just mentioned aren't really worth the effort of doing them. Like, Dark Lurker is the coolest design in the game, but it takes so much effort to get to him, and then it's... Like, the fight isn't fun, he's just a cool design. And the Ancient Dragon... the Ancient Dragon just kind of sucks. He has multiple ways to just one-shot you, and basically all you're doing for the fight is punching his toes. And it doesn't give you any extra dialogue or anything, so F that. But yeah, Bloodborne was so good. I did the DLC on stream, didn't I? Huh. I forgot I did that. I fought Cause on stream. How many times did I have to fight Cause? I don't remember.
We saw Horse Dude.
Oh yeah, Ludwig. Dan Southworth was in this? Interesting. Dan Southworth is Virgil's voice actor. But he's also a stunt and mocap dude. Interesting to see. But it just put him under actor there. It's interesting. Shanalot Child. Oh yeah, so here's a bunch of people that we just didn't see. He's on Ashandra. I don't even know who Strowan is.
LOL.
Saw Agdane. We never went back to talk to Kale. Yeah, the Rat King, Benhart and Cromwell. Oh yeah, the shield design contests. I only picked up one of them, but there they are. They did good. That hand great shield is really cool. And of course, Miyazaki. Oh, okay. They're not going to Kojima this where he needs to be the last one in the credits. But yeah, I'm looking forward to dragging Soma out as long as I can to avoid playing Detroit afterwards. No, I'm I'm actually really looking forward to Soma. It's just been sitting there on the PS4 menu.
You bastard.
And I've been like, want to play that, but I can't. So, for being the weakest game in the series, in my opinion, Dark Souls 2 is still like an 8 out of 10. It's really good, but it has a lot of problems that the other Souls games just don't have. And you can clearly see that it was kind of rushed, but you know how it be sometimes. Anyway, I do believe that is the end of Dark Souls 2. I might is the key word here, come back, like, during a period where there's nothing going on, and just do the 3 DLC campaigns as this character. But that's probably not going to happen. Those DLCs aren't fun as Punch Quest. So, for now, and until tomorrow with a new game, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I sure did.
Thanks for streaming.
And I'll see you next time. Bye!